second-year coach right here. Real classy guy right here. I'm glad they got rid of Mario Cristobal. We see what he's doing where he's at, and I just don't trust that guy. But this guy's a little more laid back, a little more sensible, a little more talented. First year in last year, 10-3, 7-2 in the conference. He was 5-1 at home, 4-1 away. I say he protected the house. And this year, lucky him, gets back 8 on offense, 8 on defense, but he must be installing his own system to pick up 16 off the transfer portal. Let's take a look at the offense. Last year, ranked number 12 points per game, number 13 running, and number 20 passing, which is great. They bring back Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix kind of surprised me with Dan Lanning, the way he fit in over here. I really thought that guy was a bum from what he had before. So Bo Nix is something to keep an eye on. If he keeps it up, could be in the Heisman race. We don't know. But Bo Nix is definitely on the positive side coming back. And on the defensive side of thing is once again where he suffers, just like Lincoln Riley. Points per game, he was 74. Against the run, he was 32. And against the pass, he was 110. So maybe that's what warrants a lot of those transfers that he brought in to try to tighten up this defense, man. What do you think about this Oregon team overall? And one question I want to know, from your years of being at USC, I'm pretty sure you either went to a SC versus Oregon game or maybe you took that trip to Oregon and watched them out there. What's the vibe of that game? Like, are you guys like king of Oregon, or is the Oregon like the little one that could? Like, how does Tommy the Trojan look at the Duck?
That's a good question. I went to school there 20 years ago during the glory years, during Carroll and all that. So Oregon wasn't good when I was there. They got good right after. Actually, they were good right before with Joey Harrington, if you remember him, right before in the late 90s. And then they got good after I left. They kind of changed the way they did things. They became more of a run and gun type of school. I'm going to say this. I am not a Bo Nix fan. I think I say this with baseball players. You are what's on the back of your card. He had one good year, but he fucking couldn't cut it at Auburn, which has kind of been like a middling school in the granted it's the SEC. But I'm looking at their schedule, and one other thing. What do you do with all those transfers? That's a big question mark. You don't know what's going to happen. But I'm looking at their schedule. And there's a lot of question marks. They can win or lose games at Texas Tech, at Washington, at Utah, against SC, at home versus Oregon State, which I forget the name of the rivalry game. It's something with an axe, right? Or is it? I don't remember. But either way, I mean, they could have. To me, I'm going to say I don't know. They could win 10 games. They could win 7 games. With some upsets by some others. So this is a big question mark. It's going to be up to Bo Nix, and it's going to be up to this transfer deal. So I don't know.
Yeah, on the brighter side of the thing, they have a tendency to look good going into it because they have a chance to go, let's say 5-0. Portland State, Texas Tech could be a tough game, but it's winnable. Hawaii's going to be simple. Colorado, the odds are against Dion. But we'll have to see, how it goes, moving forward. If they're not the team, maybe there's not much competition. But they should be Colorado and Stanford until they have to see Washington, which could be a tough game. And then after
Washington State might sneak one in there. I mean, this is a team that just like SC that loses games they shouldn't, and they have. So that's why I can't say. I think they're third or fourth in the rankings say Utah's lower. Well, I actually think Oregon, Utah, and Washington are all a question mark for 2, 3, 4, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this much: in the game of season totals right here, though, this is a prime point you want to take. You want to take an under on this 9.5 right here. I mean, Bo Nix gets injured a few games. They not have the season that they thought. Their defense was already suspect last year. If they don't plug them holes in the boats, the damn thing might sink. So I think this is, if you are a future bettor, this is a good value quality bet to take, and that's under on Oregon Ducks.
I don't disagree. I think it's more likely the under hits.
Yeah.